Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. Today's daily, cast white, 30 white or black spells. We're going to be focusing on the black of this one and the green of the previous episode, with a deck that utilizes Insidious Roots. Now, if you've seen enough of my videos when it comes to Magic the Gathering, you'll know that Golgari is a color combination that I have kind of a love-hate relationship with. I love putting decks together to try and use it, but they very rarely really work out for me. But hey, I didn't have to use any wild cards for this one, so I'm willing to give it a shot. And it seems interesting. This does come directly from Power Dragon, so I want to give it a shot. So obviously we have Insidious Roots, 4 copies of that. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 0/1 green plant creature token, then put a 1/1 counter on each plant you control. The idea, so we have a number of ways of removing things from our graveyard, such as Molt Tender, which also can add things to our graveyard. Rubblebelt Maverick is one of those where for green you can exile it from your graveyard, which, activates Insidious Roots. A Bitter Triumph, again, discard things, help get things in our graveyard. Umbral Caller, Zealot, and Bloodghast kind of combo off of each other, because Umbral Caller, you can sacrifice Bloodghast, then play a land, and then Bloodghast comes back to the field. Stuff like that. Cash Grab, mill 4, take a permanent. Typically you're going to want to be picking a creature, obviously. And if we're going to be removing things from the graveyard, Dredger's Insight's going to help with that. Whenever one or more artifact and or creature cards leave your graveyard, you gain 1 life. Mill 4, when this enters, you may put an artifact, creature, or land card from among the milled cards into your hand, so you can also pull things back. Town Greeter, again, when this creature enters, mill 4. You may put a land card from among them into your hand, so you get some land back, which is nice. And then we have 2 combo cards, Fang and Vanille. Vanille, when mill 2, then return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, again, comboing off of Insidious Roots. Fang, when one or more cards leave your graveyard, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Only triggers once, but hey, that's card draw. And if you have both of these at the start of your, first main. If you have both of these at the beginning of your first main, so like, say you have this on the field, you play this a turn, it's the next turn where you can meld them into Ragnarok, which is a relatively strong card. But anyway, Scouring Stormsoul is another one that we can easily pull to the field from the graveyard, so that's good fodder. Sephiroth sacrifices things again. Bloodghast is a great option for that, because you can always pull it back to the field, again, triggering Insidious Roots. Selesnya Archivist, return target card from mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard to the hand. Now, that only works with things like Vanille and Overlord, so predominantly we're using this as exile target artifact or enchantment. That's the main thing that we'll be using Selesnya Archivist for, and is why we only have 1 copy of it. Finally, 2 copies of Overlord the Balemurk. Again, whenever this permanent enters or attacks mill 4, then you may return a non-avatar creature card or a planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. That's any of them. So that's just another way to trigger Insidious Roots. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and just jump into a match or two, see how it performs. Like I said, I always have kind of finicky luck. I always have kind of weird luck when it comes to Golgari. Either we have absolutely terrible matches or good ones. And yes, we do have the in-betweens, but you get the idea. I'm willing to give it a shot. Like I said, I didn't have to use up any wild cards for this, which I was very happy about. And starting off with Insidious Roots, very nice. What does this do? From your graveyard, okay. Ugh. Jeskai artifacts? Joy. Jeskai artifacts isn't great. Cool. Let's go ahead and do Dredgers. We will take Umbral. Yeah, if they want to kill that, they can kill it. I mean, yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but I mean, nothing I can do about it. Probably have to get rid of that soon. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. Discard it, get rid of you, drop the Bloodghast. Let's go here. Yep. With that, I get 2 Bloodghasts to the field, 2 triggers of Insidious Roots. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I can play another thing, which probably would have been another Dredger's Insight to get more cards in the grave, and then, you know, see where we go from there. But that was the idea. So that actually worked out really well. Alright, yeah, really was not expecting that, but hey, I'll take it. I do think that was a relatively good opening hand, and I assume our opponent was playing some form of, like I said, Jeskai artifacts, and they only had a couple cards in hand after that turn, so maybe they didn't have a great answer. I don't know. Don't know, but we'll take it. Alright, match number 2. I'm okay with this. Yeah, I'm okay with this because we have Molt Tender to kind of get things into our graveyard. We don't have our Insidious Roots, but you can't always start with Insidious, I guess, which, you know, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Oh no, that's not great. Yeah, a Orzhov life gain? Yep. If I can, I need to get rid of that Essence Channeler as quickly as possible. Yeah, I know. You get the point. Yep. Unfortunate. I thought about attacking, but I think I'd rather mill a card at the end of their turn, but... Ooh, Bloodghast. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do that. We will take the Insight. I guess we'll take it. Let's go ahead and play the land. We'll Dredgers. Yeah, I can't grab the Insidious Roots, unfortunately. So it was that combo. Okay, they probably have a vampire in there somewhere. Seriously? Come on, man. I don't like any of this. I really don't. Hey, well, finally we got that at least. I mean, it's kind of helpful. At least we can maybe start doing something here, because if they don't get rid of Sephiroth, well, it really doesn't matter if they get rid of Sephiroth here. Like, not really, but I would have liked to have kept him. Oh, that's probably game right there, actually. Because do I lose? Because I'll lose 5, right? Because you gained 5 life? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Very strong card. Enduring Tenacity, very strong card, especially in a life gain deck like that. Truly unfortunate. Because we were about to start going off, it feels like. So, yeah, very unfortunate. But sometimes that's, you know, just kind of how it goes. Either way, we'll do one more match today. Really, I'm not that upset by that second match, just because it does show, like, yeah, the deck works, but if you don't get your Insidious Roots, if you don't get the main aspect of the deck out as quickly as you can, you're not going to have a good time. But yeah, it is what it is. Either way, like I said, this will be the last match for today. Oof. Oh no, why do you do this to me? One land. I have to mulligan this. I can't start with one land. Sadly, this is actually better. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done that, but... that can go into the grave, and we'll take the other one. Because I can get that next turn by playing a swamp. Excellent. Go and do that. Let's go Dredgers. Why the Insidious Roots, man? Would have loved to have gotten that. I'm actually going to take a land here. Nothing else? Okay. Right, pulls a land card back. Let's still do this. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Actually, yeah, I would like to have that. That only affects you. You can't apply that to Screaming Nemesis, thankfully. Seriously? Alright, creature-wise, I have 4 mana that I can do. Do that one. Because I can do that next turn. Oh yeah, actually I really do want to do that. Because that lets me get my Insidious Roots, though chances are it won't survive that long. Let me guess. Another Lightning Helix? No, Charm. Boros Charm. Joy. Well, we'll do you since you can't block anyway. Really? Okay. Oh, they probably have a Boros Charm. Another one. Yep. Yep, didn't matter. That's the second time in 2 days that I've gone up against a... I mean, this isn't quite a Boros Burn deck that they were playing, but it's very similar to a Boros Burn, which... Yeah, I don't really care. I don't really care about playing against those. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, this is where we're going to wrap things up for today. 3 matches, 1 win, 2 losses, but honestly, I don't feel that bad. I think we just got kind of unlucky in the 3rd match with, getting, not being able to get our Insidious Roots, with it being one of the first things that we milled. That was just really unfortunate. But as you can see, we have one way. Vanille is a way of getting permanents out of our graveyard back into our hands. So that is, I guess, one of the ways we can get Insidious Roots back. But I don't know. The deck's not bad, especially if the deck works. It works well, and it's definitely one of those that in your opening hand you desperately want to have Insidious Roots in your opening hand, so that you can just play it from your second turn and then not really have to worry about it unless your opponent gets rid of it. But still, not terrible. Not terrible. I'll definitely hold on to it. We'll probably do a little bit more. Probably play a few more matches with it, maybe. I'll have to think about it. Either way, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.